Hello my friend, this is Clive Martin and this is really just a quick video to give a tip on the Steemit platform. And I found this tool that I'm going to show you very early in my journey on Steemit, which only started New Year's Eve last year. And for those who are new to Steemit, Steemit is an alternative social media platform that actually pays you for your content when your followers like you and upvote you, and you can get rewarded for your comments, etc. It also has other extensions, as you probably see from the picture that I'm advertising here. It has Dtube, Dsound, Dmania and DLive, and they're alternative forms of platform that pay you when your followers actually like your content. But I don't want to sway away from the main information of this video, because the other day I did do a help me, I'm a new minnow help guide article. I did notice a new number of people, just a few people that came to the article so far, and that actually did give it a vote, an upvote, but that upvote didn't carry any weight, and this seems to be something that I'm coming across quite a lot. In fact, a lot of people are doing this without actually realizing they're doing it, which is the point of this Steemit a little tip. Okay, so I'm going to show you a tool, and let's just change the page a minute. And I just want you to notice right at the top this here that says www.steemitworld.org/@Clive Martin, which is actually my username. So to use this for yourself, all you need to do is replace the @Clive Martin with @your username and bring that up. And I'm going to show you a few things. Okay, now what this does is, to start off with, I can't explain it all, but what this does is this shows how much voting power that I have. Right now it is at 96.75, and if you look down here, these are just the shortcut bits that I feel are important to show you. My voting power will go back to 100% in 3 hours and 53 excuse me, at this precise time. Okay, now if you are a newbie like myself, it's really important to realize that every time you give a vote out, this does go down, and what is the safest thing to do is not to vote any more, or upvote I should say, any more than 10 times a day, because this goes down to 80% after 10 votes, and it takes 24 hours for that to build back up to 100%. Now, to make this a bit more clear, when I vote at 100%, I'm actually giving out a 0.01. Now, if I let that drop down to 75%, and this is only something that's happened recently as my Steam power, as my Steam reputation has got a little bit higher, to be honest. At 75%, I'm still giving out 0.01, but when I was brand new, that was 0. Okay, so if you go below as a new person, below round about 80%, 75% at the least, you're going to be properly showing 0.01 up here. So therefore, make this even simpler. If you look on the right of this power gauge here, and it says nothing here, stop giving out votes. If it says nothing at 75%, stop giving out votes. Wait for this to power back up. Okay, make comments on other people's posts, you know, do something a little bit different. And then there's something else that we need to look at as well, and it's called bandwidth. And where you can find bandwidth is down the side here, account details. If I click onto that and I go down here, it says available bandwidth 99.82%. I don't allow that to go any lower than 50%. What will make that go lower is just actions. You know, making comments, editing comments, that sort of thing. So keep an eye on it. Yeah, I used to find, and I don't know whether this is a true pattern, I used to find that the weekends this used to go down quite a lot. Okay, when we're new, we don't have much bandwidth, so do make sure you keep an eye on that. Okay, then other little things that I can actually use on here. I mean, you definitely want to go and get this app, because it is really good. Okay, I'm just going to highlight something here. I have a Mr. Granville that I know has been looking at my article the last couple of days, so hopefully he doesn't mind me showing you this, okay, because I do want to help this guy out. He seems like a really cool guy as well. Okay, so big shout out to Mr. Granville there. Okay, here Mr. Granville has actually anything to the right when the arrows are pointing right, if that makes sense. This is me putting something out. If the arrows are pointing left here, this is coming in. And he has actually made a comment, and you can see the comment there, and he's also voted, and he's voted at 100%. Now let's just check something here, because when you actually have a look at this, and this was done at 10:57 in the United Kingdom my time, and you go down, it says here that the weight of his vote equals nothing. So what I would actually do here to help this guy out is I'm going to have a little look. So what I do is I'm going to copy his name here. Okay, copy, and then I'm going to put it up here. Okay, there's all sorts of things that this tool does. I'm just really highlighting the couple of things that I think as newbies you really need to check. Okay, I'm being a bit silly there, aren't I? I've got elephant fingers. I don't always get it right. Here we go. Okay, now I've left this a little bit before coming back to it, but this is, this is a classic example of what's actually going to happen. The guy has let this go down to 50.74. So when he's voting, it's carrying no value at 100, it's carrying no value at 75 or 50 or 25. What this guy really needs to do is stop voting, make comments, watch your bandwidth, and let that rise back up to 100% and see what happens when that gets back up to 100%. But this case is going to take 2 days and 11 hours for that to go back to 100%. So my advice to this individual is let this build back up for the next 2 days, 11 hours. Make comments, go and make friends. You can obviously be rewarded when you make good comments as well, okay, but really I would advise you to stop voting because your vote isn't carrying any weight. This is not to embarrass anybody, this is just to help. My mentality is if I see somebody running into a brick wall and I've made that mistake myself, then it's only human nature to go and help that person and go and lift that person up, okay. So there's other things that we can look at here, but I'll go back to mine, okay, and I'll very, very quickly go through this because I don't really want to waffle all the way through this. I just want you to get your hands on this tool and start using it. Okay, I'll give you another little thing down here. Just go and play with this, okay. I've put filter in, so this is all the stuff that's coming in yesterday. Let's have a look. And then admittedly I did take 7 days out doing other things and also to get a few new ideas as well for myself. Okay, now these votes here again, these are people that have voted and they didn't carry any weight. It says there, didn't carry any weight. They voted 0.12 their weight was, doesn't carry any weight, there's no reward there. And this guy here voted, didn't carry any weight. This guy voted and it didn't carry any weight. This guy voted and he's actually a witness. He actually voted on one of my comments, and I'm actually going to follow this guy because he's doing a lot of educational stuff as well, which is the category that I'm obviously partially falling into as well, alongside some of the recruiting stuff that I'm actually doing, okay. So that was a nice vote, and that was just on a comment, which is brilliant, and that payout was 2.56, which is pretty cool dollars. I think that will be Steemit dollars as well, to be fair. So whatever the value of Steam is today, times that by 2.56, and that's looking pretty cool for a comment, okay. And again, I can go down these and it seems like a lot of people are making this mistake. They are voting, let's have a look. They are voting, there you go. The weight there is 100%, but it doesn't carry any weight. So they need to do something there, of course. Okay, and again, there's a lot of things that you can do with this. It will show you your recent posts. Okay, it will even show who's voted on your recent post down here, or like do graphs and stuff. Let's have a look if I hit votes here, so you can see, you know, this here just means that my biggest voter on this post is a lady named Chelsea that I know, and at 5% she was able to donate 0.01 cents, which is pretty cool at 5%. Yeah, so I know that she's probably a whale or close to a whale. I can click to her profile and have a look. She's at 59, quite a good reputation. Very nice girl as well, Chelsea is. Very artistic as well. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, because the bottom line of this video is simply go and get this tool. www.steamworld.org/ whatever your username is. Go and have a look, and this will really help you in the future. See you soon.